A very warm welcome to one and all here today as we have King David Linksfield taking on Randpark High School. King David starting lineup in the front three. We've got Doron Sandler, Jake Build, as well as Tabiso. At 4 and 5, we've got the same pairing as last week, Gruzen and Hershevitz. The back three, Camber, Katz and Levitt complete the forward pack. At 9 and 10, Robertson and Claff, with Claff being the captain for this year. 12 and 13, Norwich and Sklar being handed the vice captaincy for today's game. And the back three, Shilgrath and Jaffe complete the starting 15. Welcome to one and all here today as King David Linksfield take on Randpark High School. My name is Josh Pimstein and I'm joined in commentary this afternoon with Dean Sermony. Just running through the Randpark team. In the front row, we've got Noakori, Bilson and Sparkerman. Our lock pairing is Ferret and Nonjola. De Jong and Paul, Hannes and Huntumangi complete the back three with Kubutulu, Sitole, the scrum half and fly half pairing with Ndungi Makura. Kosi, Naima and Tuko completing the back line. As the first team run onto the park here this afternoon, Gene, what are your predictions, expectations for this afternoon's game?
Robert, thank you for having me here. I think I'm playing sure the KD first by 10. The atmosphere is on their side tonight. I think the crowd's going to help them pull through tonight.
That is for sure. And one thing is for certain, this stage is set. Absolutely jam-packed in here to the Norman Gardner main field for the opening league game of the 2025 season for David Linksfield. Some really iconic games here in the past being played between King David Linksfield and Randpark. I have no doubt that tonight we will be in for an absolute cracker. And play is about to get underway. And Claff kicks off. Strong initial carry there from Randpark. The fly half of Randpark could not find touch, and Graf is on the counter. Can't quite link up with 10. Sklar can't clean up, but luckily for King David, there was a knock-on by Randpark. There will be a scrum reset. You know, Dean, having played 12, you know, in your first team career, how important is the counter-attack and the link-up? You know, when a missed kick like that doesn't, when a kick like that doesn't find touch.
I think at school level rugby, I think this is where the boys can score some tries. When the opposition team's lacking on defence, I think it's up to us to utilise that space. And I think our back three have it in them to utilise that space and score some good-looking tries today.
Off the scrum here, what do you think we can expect here?
I'm going to go right.
Right we go, Claff. Finds and Rubenson restarts. Sandler, first carry of the game for him. And Claff shaping to box kick. Magnificently there into space. And that is an outstanding kick from Dun Claff. Taking play right up into the Randpark 22. Indeed, it will be a 50-22, so it will be King David's ball. I mean, Dean, that's an incredible kick right there.
100%.
And our play first
tell
team.
me, do you think we're going to go wide here or are we hitting it down the middle?
Yeah, and I think we're going to go wide straight away. Might see an initial maul, or we might keep it nice and tight. I would have a crack out wide here to start. And Bold overthrows that one. Regathered by Randpark. Great hit there by Claff and Norwich. Bit of space for Randpark. And Graf, what can he do on this counter here? Graf, magnificently again into space there. What a kick from Gubby Graf.
Is that another 50-22?
That is another 50-22. Two absolutely cracking kicks here from King David. What can King David make of this line out? There will be a limited number of opportunities inside the opposition 22, with everyone needing to be counted. Seems like they're setting up for a crash on Cats. Gold needs to find his jumpers here. And Cruzen gathers magnificently. Rubenson, Cats. Strong carry there from Cats. And it's a snap back to Cruzen. Cruzen! Great bump there! 2 taps! Pretty grounded. And the ref will consult with his assistants. Unfortunately, it was held up. It will be a 5-meter scrum restart. Another great attacking opportunity here for King David. deep inside the Randpark 22. Will we see some magic? Rubenson, Norwich! Strong carry there through the first. Tackle completed. And unfortunately, a maul was called there. And it will be scrum Randpark. You know, so many the margins at this level are probably the biggest step up. The room for error is really small.
100%. I think last week the Blues had a lot of opportunities, but I think they left them all on the field. So hopefully tonight they can fetch them and utilize all of them.
One does feel, though, that with all this deep territory inside the Randpark half, we do need to get some points on the scoreboard to show for it. Randpark feed, go blindside. Very sloppy, they hit the ref, so it will be a restart scrum again to Randpark. That was quite an interesting exit, going back blindside.
Very interesting, Pim. I think it's a risk, but looks like Randpark are willing to take risks today, and hopefully the Blues will capitalize on those risks.
Indeed, one does feel that the winning team today will be that team that just has that much more composure. Another strong set there from Randpark. They got open side. Really strong carry there from their 12. Through about 3 defenders there.
I think if this exit goes to Graf, we can have some fun out here.
And unfortunately, knock on there from Graf. However, number 11 was offsides there, so it will be a Randpark penalty. Randpark going for touch here. Not much meters on that one, and they will have a set just inside the King David half. You know, certainly Randpark's real first opportunity here today. You know, the question is, can they make anything of it?
I think you're a defender that's got quite a confusing setup here. Let's see what they can do.
Line out looked not the straightest one I've ever seen before, but a great hit there from Norwich. Man and ball. Randpark with quick ball there. And King David shooting up there, catching Randpark way behind the gain line. And they just can't hang on to it. Knock on there. King David will have a scrum. A really good defensive set there from the first side of King David Linksfield, one has to say. You know, Shemi, this game so far, the first 10 or so minutes have really been dominated by set piece. It's been literally from set piece to set piece.
I think that comes from all the mistakes. I think today the team that minimizes their mistakes will come out on top. So hopefully we can have a continuous game and we can play some good rugby.
That is for sure. We have a reset here. David with a lot of open side field to play with. Also great to see the spirit here today. Strong scrum there from Linksfield. Rubenson, Claff. Claff finds Graf on the drift. Graf to
Space on out.
Sklar. But absolutely blown off the ball there by Randpark. And King David back on the defensive. And they have conceded a penalty. I think for not rolling away there. What will Randpark do here? Again, going for touch. Certainly, I think the way the game's played these days, I think the value of the 3 points has been completely underplayed. But ultimately, what everybody forgets is that 2 penalties is just 1 point less than the try, and very often has a much higher success rate.
I completely agree with you. I think in the school rugby and especially varsity cup, they're trying to play a more continuous style of rugby and score some good-looking tries. But when you're in a league, I think every point matters. So hopefully, King David learned from last week that a 3 point actually does matter.
Strong maul here from Randpark. Randpark see some space. Great offload there to the 12. And Ntando with some magnificent speed down the outside to score the first try for Randpark. The score now is 5 points to 0 in favour of Randpark. Really an unfortunate points there to concede after all the pressure Linksfield had asserted onto Randpark, but they got no points for their efforts. The try scorer Ntando Tuko will also try and convert his own try here. And he sends that one straight through the uprights, taking the score 7 points to 0 in favour of Randpark. Nintendo. Opening try scored by Ntando Tuko from Randpark. And Claff with a really deep restart there. An immediate kickback from Randpark. Graph under it. Will we see some counter-attacking magic here? Graph sends it straight into the 22. Magnificent kick there. Just outside, should I say. Centimetres away from a 50-22. King David back with some really good territory here. I need to put Randpark under pressure. Can they compete at this line out and potentially cause a turnover ball? And King David have managed to hold up the ball there. Really good work. And there. And King David have done magnificently there to turn the ball over, and they will gain themselves a scrum. You know, Serms, that's the type of grit you want to see on defence.
Yeah, I think that's hard work there, Pomo. Holding him up just allows us to have another opportunity to attack inside of their half. Pomo, tell me, what do you think is going to happen now?
Well, I do hope that we see a scintillating backline move here. I know the backs are forever trading centre, midfield scrum launches. The question is, can we see something good come from this one? And that scrum goes straight down and will be reset. Slippery underfoot. A lot of rain we've had here. Not the hardest fields we've ever seen. So scrumming could be slightly tricky today. Sherm's really a great field position here. I always hear the backline saying that this is the ultimate attacking opportunity, a midfield scrum. Claff finds Sklar. Sklar, unfortunately, that pass was forward. We will restart with a scrum. I feel there's been some really decent today, but it's just been some errors throughout that have unfortunately held this first team back, and I feel that if they can just fix those tiny errors, it will be huge for the overall game. Randpark with a set here, quite a neat move there, but easily picked up by Sklar, who holds up another ball. Unfortunately, couldn't get the desired result from that one. Randpark still with the ball here. Strong carry there from the Randpark tight head, Jesse Spikerman. And it is advantage to Randpark for King David being offsides. Tuko again with a good kick through there, regathers it. He's having an absolute storm of a game here today. 9 to 10. Out the back there. Well held out wide. Strong carry there from the Randpark number 4, Troy Ferret. Another carry. King David very static on the line. One feels they do need to get off. Good steal there, but we will come back for the penalty. No roll. Certainly, if you were Randpark, what would your call be? Would you go for touch, or would you just knock over another 3 to take this lead to 10 points?
I don't know if it was me. I think it's still early in the game. I think I would personally go for the touch, but it looks like they've done the opposite and gone for poles.
Randpark going
still
for
a good
poles.
decision. I don't think there's a wrong decision here from them.
Indeed, Randpark going for poles here and want to compound the pressure and take this lead up from 7 to 10 points. And Tuko will be taking this kick again to try and take his tally this match to 10 points. And Tuko misses this one. And we will restart with a 22 dropout. Is this the break King David needed? Can this spark their game back to life? Done with a restart. Sends it straight to the Randpark number 12, Tumi Makura, who does magnificently well there. Randpark sending it into the centre of the field. Knock on there, regathered by Norwich. And King David will have a scrum here. Really good work from Norwich. He's really been very strong. Him and Sklar have been particularly strong defensively this afternoon. And thank God King David's been really blessed with some incredible centre pairings. Serms, you being part of one of them, you and Froelich both, involved in the coaching here. It's great to see that still being held.
The tradition's carrying on. It looks like this year we've got some two big boys as a centre pairing, and so far this season they're looking very solid. So hopefully we can get a lot more from them.
And Savi offloads to Claff. And Randpark still the ball on the ground there. penalty advantage. Great kick there from the Randpark number 10, Bokang Sitole, pinning Linksfield right back. And it will be a 22 dropout. With 15 minutes left to go in this first half, one feels that Linksfield need a really strong start. A strong end, should I rather say, to this opening half. Schill does really well there to regather. And Gruzen seeing some space, doing magnificently well there. And Levitt, strong carry there. Rubenson back on his feet. Tubbs with a strong carry. And Savion Savi magnificently over the advantage line there. And Rubenson with a kick straight back to Randpark. Calls of a forward pass, but the ref not calling it. And it will be a penalty to Randpark. King David not 10, another penalty advantage. Now, no roll, another penalty advantage. And we will come back for the penalty. Assumes there's nothing more that kills a team's momentum than conceding penalties. It really just takes territory and completely takes the wind out of the team sails.
You know what, Pamo? Looking at some stats from last week, I think the King David first team conceded over 25 penalties. That's just not good enough at this level.
And Kraft does magnificently well there to keep the ball in play and sends a storming kick downfield to Kozer to clean it up. They need to connect. And Gavi right back there in the thick of it. Great work there from King David. You speak about margins, that was absolutely brilliant. And there was a knock on there. Great play from King David. They will have a scrap right in front of the poles on the 22. Too many one feels you just have to score from this point in time. It's absolutely crucial. I mean, this is probably one of the better attacking opportunities they've had today.
Yeah, I think this is the turning moment that KD needs to actually spark their game and have come out successful today.
Big scrum needed here from King David.
I think we need to get a backline move going here. I think we have a strong backline coached by Reinhard Jonker, URC Lions player. So hopefully he's seeded off some of his good skills to our first team backline. Let's see what we can get.
So the question is, if you were out there on the park, what would be your call there?
I think there's only one call. We're looking at some space on the left. From when I was in school, we had a set move called the Trivago. It's a common move, but it works wonders. So let's see, maybe they'll do the same move today. Looks like they're setting up for it, so we'll see on the left side here.
The ref asking here for a reset, not happy with something there at scrum time. And Rubenson looks to feed it here. And Savi goes blind. Rubenson snaps back. Claff. Graf. Sklar to Schill. Can Schill dance his way on the outside here? Offloads it to Camberg, who knocks it on, unfortunately. Randpark with a scrum advantage. Kick it away, it's not out. Graf. Again, we'll have another counter-attacking opportunity. Graf losing his footing along the way. That is a great exit there from Randpark. David will have a line out here just inside the Randpark half. Huge line out here. Bill needs to find his jumpers. So, Cats. Huge carry there from Savion Cats. Still going. Magnificent carry there from Cats. And Rubenson snaps. Cruiser. To Tubbs. Absolutely decimates the player in front of him. And Rubenson to Judd. Hershevitz, good carry there. David with some good momentum. Can they make something of this? Claff spots a half gap. Savi, good hands there. And King David gave themselves a penalty right in front of the uprights.
Coming back to your point earlier, you take points now.
Points. At this point in time, you have to continuously put pressure on the opposition. We've had about 10 entries into the 22, into the Randpark 22 with no points, and this will be a huge confidence booster for the first side, the King David first side that is, should this go over. First points of the day here on offer for King David. Will Graf be able to slot over the 3? And straight over the upright that goes, taking the score. 7 points to 3 in favour of Randpark. Randpark scoring a try there out in the corner. Couldn't convert it. Regathered magnificently there. The kickoff by Zaknowicz. And Rubinson to Hershevitz. Hershevitz, strong carry. And King David have another penalty. And another penalty to King David's. And again, to add to their tally of 3 points.
Pomo, as you were saying about kicking earlier, I think if we get this kick in and we're up to 6 points, that means we're only behind by 6 points. That's 1 try instead of 2 tries at this moment in the time.
Indeed. I think tonight's game is not about tries. It's really just about doing absolutely everything in your power to win. Graf sends another one straight through the uprights, taking the score 12 points to 6 in favour of Randpark. Just a few minutes left in this first half. What can King David make of it? Deep kick from Randpark. Graf. Charge down. And King David pressing hard to get up there. Good tackle there from Hershevitz and Levitt. Randpark screaming for it out wide here, left it behind. And Sklar absolutely compounds the error. Sending Randpark right back to the 10-yard line. Strong carry again there from Spijkerman, the tight head prop. And that pass looked quite forward there. Nothing coming from the referee. Randpark again looking to spread it wide, nice and early. Knock on there by their centre. Another good defensive set, one has to say. Serves really, really strong.
I know we're looking strong in defence, but
And I'm getting the sense that I feel we're growing into this game. It was a jittery first few minutes. Few moments where we lost our concentration, but I feel as this game progresses, as this game has progressed, we've really grown into this game. You know, we could get another 3 points in here before the half, or potentially even a try. Will be absolutely massive going into the halftime break. You know, the All Blacks are great. The All Blacks from 2008 till about 2015. You know, their whole mantra was scoring just before and just after halftime.
2.5 minutes left on the clock. I think we can still do something.
And Graf on the counter with a bit of space in front of him. Can't get around the 14. Finds Rubinson. Rubinson with a great little kick through there. Pinning Randpark right back into their half. I must say, the kicking game tonight has been unbelievable. Really, really good. Absolutely just been territorial gain after territorial gain. And maybe that's the game plan this first side needs to look a bit more towards in the second half.
100%, Pama. I think our territorial game, the kicking's accurate. So I think if we can capitalise on their mistakes, like what's just happened now, I think we can come out on top.
Norwich finally regathers. Beautiful step there through one. Takes about 3 gentlemen to bring him to ground. Rubinson to Hershevitz, out the back to Claff. Tries to chip it through. Charged down by Randpark. Randpark looking to exit here. And that is a really, really, really good kick from Randpark, sending King David right back into their half. Gavi takes it quickly, really cleverly there. and Rubenson. And it will be a penalty towards Randpark for King David being offsides. The second half just got underway here with Randpark kicking off. Bruisen regathering there. 3-1 defender, strong carry there. Serves huge half we have ahead here, really a real game on our hands. The box kick here from Rubenson. Graf goes up well and was taken out in the air. That was quite a heavy collision.
It looks like Graf is down at the moment. This will be a big loss for King David. Hopefully we can get him back up on the field.
Really do hope he is okay. Seems to be okay, just needing a bit of ice. One thing with Graf is for sure is he is one of the toughest oaks one of the toughest players you will find out there.
I think he's a warrior. When coach says leave it all on the field, I think he's the epitome of what it means. So.
Great to see back on his feet. Big few minutes still needed here from Graf. And clap. Sends it onto inside the Randpark half on the 10-meter line. Great attacking opportunity this for King David. Right at the start of this half. What can they make from it? Beautiful line out there. Rubenson finds Cats. Strong carry through one. And that is another penalty towards King David. Will they just keep knocking over the threes to take the deficit down to 3 points? Indeed, they will. Real schoolboy rugby. Tight contest here. The score 12 points to 6 in favor of Randpark. And will Graf send this one over the uprights, through the uprights, for another 3 points towards King David Linksfield's tally. And another one straight through the uprights. 12-9 in favor of Randpark. The deficit just down to 3 points. Randpark restart there. Beautifully held there by Levitt. Actually earning his first start of the season here tonight, replacing the injured Sam Kalner. And Cambo carries. Rubenson to Claff. Charge down there. Graf runs himself out of trouble. Huge pressure coming through there. And it will be a Randpark feed just a few meters out from the King David Linksfield try line. And ripped there by Sandler. Huge play here, absolutely massive. And Graf exits. Still inside the 22. Serves, that was huge. Huge there to turn over the balls. King David not out of trouble yet, but definitely step one complete.
I think that's how we're going to win the game, Pimo. If we make minimal mistakes and we capitalize on their mistakes, this gives us the extra opportunity that we can use to score some tries.
And Randpark held up over the line. Great defense there from Linksfield. They need to maintain their discipline here. It could come down to penalties and how many penalties you give away. But a huge scrum coming up here for the Linksfield pack.
We're looking for some strong defense here.
And that is a miscue. Huge let off there for King David, and Norwich makes a huge tackle, taking Randpark outside the 22, but no roll away, so it will be another Randpark penalty. Randpark going for the line, not opting for the 3 points. They've had 2 missed line outs. The pressure will be on here for the Randpark hooker, Aston Bilson. Beautiful read there from Hershevitz. And regathered by Judd. Another huge play in the game here. And it will be a scrum towards King David for the restart. Serms, you just feel that we need to get out of our half here. How long can we continue holding out this Randpark side? We need a little bit of territory. It's been a good few minutes stuck deep inside our own half.
100%. From our 5 meter line, I think that's a red zone. We don't want to be inside there any of the games. So I think if we can win the scrum and get out of there, it can give us some go forward ball and momentum to carry on the game.
And a good set there by Linksfield. And they've earned themselves a penalty. Huge relief there for the first side. As they look to now clear the lines and get themselves a throw into the line out. Randpark play is down, that's why there's been a break in play. We'll restart with a King David penalty. They will go for the line to set up a line out. And what can they make of it will be the real question. Randpark number 12, back on his feet. Tumi Makura also had a really strong game here this afternoon. Claire finds touch. Just outside the 22. Another big line out here, King David, not completely out the woods. Need a good line out here, a good set, and to absolutely just get back into the Randpark half.
Pamo, tell me, what more do we need from King David in the second half to come out on top? What else are we looking for from King David to come out on top in the second half?
We are looking for just a bit of consistency. Too many penalties being given away at this point in time. big collision there. Really, this game absolutely in the balance with just 3 points separating the sides. Rafi Kaplan coming onto the field and making his first team debut. Great to see Dave Levitt sitting up. Quite a big collision there. Back on his feet. He has been substituted by Rafi Kaplan, who will make his first team debut tonight. And just a really strong effort there from David Levitt, who is the head boy of the house. Huge moment here for Rafi Kaplan as he has just made his first team debut. A pupil just in grade 10. Magnificent to see him in the stripes. And it seems to be that King David have held up another ball there of Randpark. Use it once comes. Don't understand how Randpark were able to get that ball back, but somehow they did. And they spring it wide. They've got an overlap. That ball should have gone through the hands there, but well read by King David. Back camped inside their 22. And it was a knock-on. And it will be a penalty towards, it is a try to Randpark. Huge moment to the game with Randpark scoring their third try. Should this kick go over, which it does, it takes the score 19 points to 9 with back to a 10-point deficit. And King David need a big close to this half here. Potentially some impetus off the bench.
Boys, you have no fear for your team. It's the most disappointing thing ever.
Well read there by Randpark.
Come on, people! You have some no kids. It's terrible.
And that is kicked straight out on the full, but it will still be a penalty towards Randpark. Randpark with another penalty. And it did go into touch. Randpark will have another line out just outside the 22. Huge moment here again. King David needs to be the next ones to score in this game. Still 20 minutes of rugby to be played. Randpark look to send it wide. Dash it up through the middle with their number 8.
We need some big defense here.
And King David with a penalty. They need to make something of this play here. Need to be the next ones to score to keep their finger on the pulse. Graf looks to send this one deep into the Randpark half. And our first substitute, second substitute with Jacob Pimstein making his way onto the fields. Replacing Jesse Rubinson with Dunclaff, moving to 9.
Pimo, Jakey Pimo has just come on, your younger brother. What advice did you give him before the game?
To really just enjoy the moments and keep it together. You know, it's very special playing open rugby for your school in Matric. Because of COVID, I was unfortunate not to have that opportunity. No role there from Randpark, but really just to enjoy the moment because it's something really special. Great carry there from Sandler. King David with go forward ball. And strong carry there. I think that is
Savion Katz again.
And Judd Hershowitz. Good carry there. Some good face play here from King David. And David still with the ball. And Katz had a really strong night, strong game. And finally, King David gets the penalty. Huge moments in the game. Germany, now it's decision time. You're down 10 points. You've got a penalty. What is the call?
Pimo, you know, it's a confusing one. I think there's still 18 minutes left on the board. We had a 10-point deficit, so 3 points. Not going to help that much, but it's still something on the points. Let's see what they do.
Tap and gone quickly. Quite a sneaky play there. And Sklar scores out wide for King David Nixfield. Absolutely monstrous score. Just what the doctor ordered there. Some really good planned play there.
Exactly what King David needed.
Unbelievable try there scored by Seth Sklar. Graf unfortunately couldn't convert it. King David still with the ball here. Cats still going. Strong carry. They need to just exit this ball and get out of their half. And Randpark seemed to have turned, it was a knock-on, so it will be a Randpark scrum. You know, certainly it's so important that when you've just scored a try, got momentum with you, you've got to regather the kickoff and exit.
100% Pumston. I think it's important for them to win this scrum here. Let's see if they can fight the Randpark players off and actually use their momentum they have just gained. I think we want to get outside our half into their half. That's the green area where we want to play the game of rugby.
And straight line there to the Randpark number 11. And it's a steal for King David Linksfield. Judd Hershevitz coming up with the ball. Magnificently done there. And Claff. Tries to clear it. Unfortunately, it is charged down. And it will restart with a Randpark scrum. Just 15 minutes left to go in this game. Sherms, what's your prediction for the final 15 here?
Second half, the Blues are looking good, Pamo. I'm going to have to back my team. I think we're looking at another try for the King David. And I think hopefully another conversion. So I think King David, hopefully by around 5 points. What are you thinking, Pimstein?
Yeah, I think if King David can just keep their discipline together and hold it all together, they will give themselves a really good shot at potentially finishing off this game as the stronger side and ultimately ending off with a victory. We will restart here with a scrum, I believe, to Randpark. Randpark with a feed. 10. Tries a little dig through there. Graf cleans it up really well. Knocks it on in the process. But did really, really well to get his team out of trouble. Another feature for Randpark.
Need some strong defense here.
Need a huge defensive set. And again, they seem to have bundled up. And that is a maul. Huge moment. And that is an unbelievable defensive effort there from King David. Holding Randpark up, earning themselves a feed into a scrum. Really massive final 12 minutes here out on the Norman Sandler main field. Who will hold it together? Who will ultimately come out with victory? Really a huge game here, and a huge game in the context of the league. Randpark definitely one of the tougher oppositions in the Paris Grand Challenge, and a victory for either side tonight, Randpark or King David Linksfield, will be a huge stepping stone in terms of their season success. Linksfield with a feed. And Daniel Berkowitz enters the field. The scrum from King David. And Groff with
That's
an
a brilliant
unbelievable exit. Great kick, bringing play right back up to the halfway line. It will be a Randpark feed, but that is a huge relief. Just 10 minutes left to play. Randpark up by 19 points to 14. What can come of his last 10? Can King David come back from behind to claim victory here tonight? Strong tackle there, good defense. Randpark with some really good go forward ball there. Kick there from the 22, Gavin Groff regathers it, kicks it back upfield. Good defense there from King David. Randpark making big yards on that carry. And unfortunately, the number 4 lock goes straight through that defensive line for a score for Randpark under the poles.
Bimstein, still 10 minutes on the clock. I think a lot can happen in 10 minutes, and I think this is when King David needs to pull through and show the resilience of the game.
With this kick being right in front of the poles, it's going to take the lead up to 12 points. So it effectively means 2 converted tries for King David to claim victory. Crazier things have happened, but it is a huge ask just in terms of how tight this game has been. But I have no doubt that this King David first side will give it absolutely everything they've got here in the final 8 or so minutes to potentially try and squeeze out a result here tonight. And Claff kicks off. Good chase up line there. Strong defense from Joffe. And that's a really good kick from the Randpark fly half. Taking play right back up to the 10. Taken quickly there by Claff and Graf. Finding Claff. Putting a little dig through there. And a knock on by Randpark. And King David will have a scrum to restart. Great play there, great thinking. James one feels that in order for King David to stay in this game, they do need a try from the scrum.
I think they have the perfect setup here, Pimstein. Let's see what we can get.
And it's a short arm. Claff plays quickly. Norwich. And Randpark were off the ball. Penalty to King David. And Claff almost reaches the line. King David centimeters away. Still with a penalty. And Cats looking to tap and go here. Big play needed here with just under 6 minutes left to play. And Berkey, Daniel Berkowitz scores a try out wide. Taking the point differential down to 7 points, a massive kick here in order to reduce that deficit to 5 points. Daniel Berkowitz always been a player with huge BMT. Can Graf convert the D2?
Pimstein, as we said, anything can happen in this game. I think it's happening for King David. See if Graf can convert this. We can get some more points on the board.
Massive kick here. Unfortunately, Graf miscues that one. Still 7 points deficit with just over 4 minutes left to play. Can King David eke out a result here? Sherms. It's tight, and that's a really good kick-off by Randpark. And Graf sees some spacing behind. Absolute magic from the 15, and again, it's Joffy! And Randpark has taken that into touch, and it will be a King David line-out feed. Massive moment there, absolute brilliance. Ceremony, that was brilliant from Graf.
Graf can play, Pimstein, and I think this is when our top players are going to shine and bring us what we need to finish the game off in the lead.
Randpark to have a player down. The time will be stopped. King David will have a line-out feature. They need to score a try off this move, preferably under the pole, so that the conversion is simple. And that will level out the score here tonight. Bill to throw this one in. Massive moment in this game, yeah. Probably plays on. Bill to feed this line out. And Claff decides to carry himself, a really good carry. And Sandler, strong carry. And King David have earned themselves a penalty. And Tabiso, hard tackle, another penalty advantage. Pimstein finds Berkey. Berkey almost through there, found a half gap. And Sandler. And Bold is hanging out wide here, screaming for the ball. Norwich, Joffy, cuts in. Jaffe almost through there. And Hershevitz, strong carry. Another strong carry from King David. They are just about on the line. And they're going to come back for the penalty. The ref had stopped play. Sims, what's the call here? Is it another tap and go?
Instead, we're under the poles. I think we need to tap it. We need to score under the poles. Give Graf an easy kick.
Savion Katz, inches from the line. Another strong carry. And Sandler. Graf. Finds Hershevitz. Pops out there. And Randpark have stolen it. And that is out.
Bimstein, do we have any?
I think we will have time for a restart. It will be a Randpark ball. I think David need to steal this one and make a huge hit here. I think David seems to be over the ball there. Unfortunately not. It will be a penalty towards Randpark. The question is how much time is left. I think that is time. And that brings what was an unbelievable game. A big thank you to Dean Ceremony for joining me commentary tonight. But the final score here out of the Norman Sandler main field is Randpark are victorious by 26 points to 19.